Today, I'm going to show you how to use a clicker when you are training your dog. Clickers are such an important tool when training your dog because they will tell your dog exactly which behavior really earned them the food. Your clicker was designed to mark a specific moment in time in which your dog is performing the desirable or appropriate behavior. So that's a really fancy way of saying that your clicker is going to tell your dog that they did the right thing at the right time. What the clicker is not is a way to gain your dog's attention. Now, there is a hard, fast rule when it comes to using the clicker, and that is, if you click, you must feed. Your clicker is a binding contract with food, meaning if you click, you must feed. If you click, you sign. You have to follow through with that food reward. So what if it was an accidental click, or you clicked for good behavior, but then all of a sudden, your dog is performing a less appropriate behavior? You will wait for about 3 seconds of good behavior and then reward anyhow. Why? Because your clicker is a binding contract with food. Now, oftentimes I have people ask me, well, eventually will we stop rewarding for the click? And the truth is that we will never, ever click and not feed. The bright side to the clicker is that you're going to be able to capture some behaviors that might be quite fleeting or short in duration. And so let's say that you're working on teaching your dog to look at you instead of fixating on other dogs. At first, their eye contact that they might offer you might be very fleeting and happen in just a split second. Well, the good news is that your clicker is going to be able to capture that split second. Now that we've covered some of the basics, I want to give you 2 pro tips. And that is, if you want your dog to be excited, you're going to deliver the food reward quickly after you click. And the opposite will be true if you want your dog to be calm. You will click for the good behavior, pause for 1 to 2 seconds before reaching for the food and taking your time when delivering the food reward. If your dog is in a laying down position and you want them to stay there or remain calm, you can click, pause 1, 2, and then reach for food slowly. And as you go to deliver the food, you will slowly place it onto the ground right in between their front 2 feet. Here's one final tip I want you to consider, and that is teach your dog that you have eyes in the back of your head. If you are watching your dog out of your peripheral vision and they offer you a desirable behavior, you can click simply without looking at them at all. And what will they do? Well, they might continue to offer desirable behaviors while your eyes are not on them. And so when you set intentional time aside to train your dog, that will really pay off when it comes to real life scenarios. You just have to make sure that when you go to train your dog, that you're making your training sessions mimic real life scenarios.